Hello, good morning, traders. Good morning, good morning. How are we doing today? Today we are doing some live day trading. So thank you for joining. All right. What do we got going on here today? So we got some major sell-off pressure from TQQ. As you can see, it has already rose from 57.76 where it was at previously, this pre-market, and it's up about 3.5% today with a huge pullback. Look at that. So we will see what happens. Welcome. I go live every Monday morning to all of our subscribers for free. And then moving forward, Tuesday through Friday, I'll be live streaming for members only of this channel. So if you want to watch me day trade the other 4 days of a week, you will need to be a member. I believe access is only $2.99 right now, something like that, $3. But I will increase that moving forward. So get in while you can now, while the price is low. Okay, Lucid, ticker symbol LCID. They're also seeing a pre-market gap up here at almost 3%. I did call this out over the weekend. Yep, they're up 2.5%. JetBlue's up about a half a point. Nothing crazy right now. As you can see, it had a nice gap up. SoundHound, AI Inc. or Sound. They're about right where they want to be here, right on the EMA line. They're up about 1.5% pre-market. Look at SoFi, man, huge sell-off right here. And then they went right back up. Rivian's up 3%. I did call this company out over the weekend. If you guys want to see the Sunday night stock talk, I do showcase all these. And they are also up about 3%. Now, when the market opens, we will find out exactly what happens. So we are just waiting for that to happen. Hello, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for spending part of your morning with us here. Hood up about a half a point, nothing crazy. See a huge dip down. Sell off here. Mara, nothing crazy with Mara. Palantir, they're up 1.5%. We did call this out over the weekend as well. Apple's up 1% this morning. Very nice, very nice. They may continue to rise here. And Tesla is up 4% this morning. 4% pre-market. Look at this gap up. Just beautiful. 4%, guys. That's good. 4% is a lot for some of these. And AMD, yeah, AMD. I think that's what you mean. You put and please, but I think you meant AMD, maybe. Big gap up here. Look at this. Huge gap up around the same time that Apple did as well. They're up 1.5%. Now, as the market opens, we're going to see exactly what happens. But see how it bounced off of this SMA right here? Well, it just hit this SMA and went right back up. So pretty excited to see what happens with AMD now at market open or pre-market. This is a pre-market video, 7 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock Eastern time. Market opens in 27 minutes. And then I'll trade in pre-market for about half an hour with you guys. If I see some good potential, I will stay a bit longer. But these Monday morning free live trading sessions will be about an hour long, an hour plus long. When you find value in this, definitely smash that like button for me. Oh, thanks, Jake. This will I shed the screen. Here we go. Not a good start to our live stream here. Is that better? There we go. There we go. All right, so Lucid Group up 3% pre-market. Very nice gap up, and it's going right along with the EMA here. So it is possible it may pull back slightly during pre-market. It may pull back to the EMA and then bounce off of that. Crazy here. They do have a gap up, but look at this big sell-off right back down. SoundHound AI, they're up 1.5% almost. A couple of crossovers here on the RSI, nothing too crazy. And actually, I want to showcase that to you guys real quick. What am I looking at when I see the RSI? Come on. There we go. Thank you for that. Appreciate you letting me know you can't see the screen. Okay, right here. Okay, so the 5 steps in trading, okay, this is basically what we're doing every single day. This is what we're going to be identifying right now in the market as we are live. So the first one is identifying a trend using a large time frame such as the daily, weekly, or in my case the 4-hour to check for this trend. Now once you find a straight line or an EMA 200, if the price is above the line, then we have an upward momentum trend. If it's below the line, then it's downward momentum, right? So now that we have found and identified some key entry points on most of these companies here, okay, look at Rivian. Rivian is above the SMA. It's also above the EMA. It may bounce off of this EMA right here to offer us a bit of a potential, you know, not much, right? Not much, but it could go up even more. Another good example would be not necessarily Hood. They kind of flatlined right here. But what we're doing is identifying trends on the 4-hour. So let's go back to the 4-hour. Can you see this right here? We've been watching this company as it descends. It's starting to cross over, showing a downward descent. But at the same time, it's going up along with this little line I created here. Now that is on a 4-hour, okay? On a 4-hour, so that's where we identify the trend. Now we want to wait for a good entry. Open long position when price is on the bottom band, take profit on the upper band, and open short positions if we want, okay? So right here, if we would have got in, say, on Thursday or Friday and held over the weekend, you would be up almost 6% on your investment. So we've identified that it's going up. Now let's look on the, let's just say the 5-minute here. It's showing good signs that it is staying above the EMA. And on the 1-minute, it's also staying above the EMA. Okay, the EMA and the SMA almost crossed over, but they didn't quite cross over. It doesn't mean that this is going to stay in an upward trajectory, okay? That's why we're going to be patient before we get into any trades today. Now, entering position, open position at the place with the greatest possible advantage. For example, the price is on the band line. Do you see right here on number 3? I wouldn't get in here because it's too much of a gap. I would get in here and then ride this all the way up. Okay, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to identify today. Now, setting stop losses, always use stop losses to avoid risking. I always set a stop loss at about a 0.5 point. And I'll even do less for beginners. I say about 0.25%, sometimes even just a nickel of the share price. If it goes down 5 cents, you're out, right? Just depends on the volatility of the stock. And then set take profit. As a rule, the higher the risk reward ratio, the better. I recommend to take profit at least 2 times the percent of the stop loss. So I like to do a 1 to 3 risk to reward, 1 to 4, or 1 to 5 risk to reward. I will not do a 2 or a 1 to 1. It's just a waste of my time. Now, with that said, what are we looking at on the RSI indicators? Well, when there's signs of oversold and there's signs of overbought, then we can determine this as a good opportunity to buy. I wouldn't buy here. I would not buy here. And I wouldn't even really buy here, okay? Because these are like around fair value. I wouldn't buy up here either. I'd wait for confirmation down here, wait for that dip, start to bounce up, and then I would buy. If you guys want to learn more about RSIs and any technicals, go check out the first link in the description below. Join our Discord, get involved with the community where we talk about all great things, right? Tons of live streams and etc. So, all right, so back to the charts. We have about 21 minutes before market open. And if there's any stocks that you want me to call out, I definitely can do that. I'm going to do some live trading in about 20 minutes once the market is open. I can get in and out of positions if I want to currently pre-market, but don't really like to trade pre-market unless I see a huge opportunity. Like if I would have got in on this company, what is that, like at 7 o'clock this morning, 4 o'clock a.m., then I would have been able to purchase this for around 271, and it's up to 278. That's about a 7 cents per share difference there. So JetBlue, Sound. Now Sound definitely has some potential here, especially with some news today. It's tracking along with the EMA right here. It bounced off the SMA slightly. I mean, look at this move right here, pre-market. It went from down here at 880 to 937 in a matter of just like a few minutes. That's insane, okay? Huge gap up with the correction. Now that's what we are hoping for today. If we can get just a little bit of skin in the game here and ride that up, that's about 4%. 4%, so if you were to invest $1,000, that's $40. SoFi, they're trailing along. Rivian, I'm really excited about Rivian Automotives. As you can see, that a huge spike up right before they closed this morning, or right before they closed Friday, for a 5% gap up. And over the weekend, they're up 3%, almost 3.5%. Now, this is exactly what we were looking at on the chart here. Check this out. See this 2 lines? Pretend that's your EMA and your SMA. What's gapping up, and it's staying above these 2 lines, which identifies a strong upward trend. What is it doing here? Same thing. It crossed over, and now it is showing signs of an upward trend. Now, it did have a huge gap up, so now for pre-market, it may slightly go down. All right, so it's trailing right along with the EMA. Okay, now it may break away just slightly. This is not one of those A+ setups we're looking for. Same with Robinhood. Look at Robinhood. It's just been going up. Now there is potential for it to go about 7%-ish to previous highs. Mara. Now, Mara is one of those companies we've been watching for quite some time now. It is showing signs that it does go up and down. It was at previous highs, and Man, we did some research over the weekend, guys. Mara's looking pretty good. Okay, all we need to do is get this share or this ticker above the EMA so that the EMA can cross back over the SMA right here and show a sign of upward momentum. Now it is already kind of showing signs of upward momentum, but very little. Look at this candle here. Look at this candle here. Okay, just because it's close doesn't mean it has to go past it. Okay, look how many times it was under, it went up, it touched it, and it broke back down. So we're going to be waiting for confirmation that this breaks above, so that way we can get a quick little 80-something percent, 80% profit on our return on investment. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to happen, but Mara is definitely one of those companies that we've been keeping our eye on for quite some time, and they're already up 6% pre-market. 6% over the weekend, which does not seem right. Okay, they're negative now, my bad. They're up 6% for Friday right here. So we can see some pullback because all this was 12%, almost 13%, and then it went down to roughly about 10% on Friday. Now we're waiting to see what happens with Mara when the market opens in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I mean, this is all pre-market, but officially, like the 30 minutes before bell opening is the official pre-market. It's like the pre-pre or something. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. We're going to be live trading in about 15 minutes. We're going to be having this live stream every Monday from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. or whatever time that is for you, for about an hour on Mondays. Moving forward, I may adjust the time if needed. We may do like 7:30 to 8:30, something like that. But just subscribe and smash that notification bell so that way you don't miss on those future videos. You can also see all my past live stream videos in our live stream playlist. And if you guys want to join our community of over 70,000 members, private group on Facebook, very, like, almost no spam. I have tons of moderators. So anytime a person puts a link, they are banned. Super safe group to be in. One of the best right now, most active groups in the world, I think. I mean, Ricky used to have a huge private group, and now it's not even active anymore. So check out that link and then join the Discord. I'm going to shout out some of my trade ideas, and you can also get involved. So I got two communities, one for investing long term, and I also have a new one for day trading, swing trading, but they're all the same. So definitely check those out. Now, guys, real quick, on the Discord main trading floor here, got some swing trades that we called out. We're always calling stuff out, selling, breaking. Whenever we're breaking support levels, things like that, we are calling stuff out. Profits, we're also throwing in profits in there for some people. Last week, someone made 7% in a week, $149. This one right here, $100 in a single day. That's 4% on that small account there. Some kind of profits here. I'm not really sure there. Let's see, where else are there some profits? Oh, right here, look at that. 9% up $3,000. That's good. Awesome. And so we're getting quite a bit of this. Even the crypto players are coming out. 13% profit on a small $500 account. Good job, Christix7. Good job. $149 in a week. And then this one's $300 in a single day. Good job. Shout out to you. How about this one here? $500 account, $10 or 2% in a single day. Congratulations to you. And even the small players here, $83 account on MooMoo. They're up 1% for the day. Congratulations there. And guys, you might be wondering, hey, 1%'s not that much, but 1%'s a lot every single day. That's 5% in a week. Not many people make 5% in a year, unfortunately. What's also crazy is there's a lot of people that don't believe it's possible. so many people that just do not simply believe it's possible. And it is. It's extremely possible. Hello, hello, welcome. Try to break that box out here. Pop out chat. That way you guys can maybe talk to each other. And I can see you guys a little better here. Stick that like right there. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. How are we all doing this morning? Safe to say good morning to you. All right. Cool. So if you guys want to call out a stock, I can review that real quick for you guys. What are we at? We're at 9:19. About 10 minutes left for the pre-market to open. And then we're going to go from there and see exactly what's going on. Now you can trade pre-market, and that's what we'll be doing in about 10 minutes. And then we'll see what kind of plays we can get into. We're also going to look at some companies you guys call out, as well as just seeing if we can get, at least that $200 today live. If not, again, it's only an hour trading session. The markets are open all day, so if there's not a lot of volatility, I'll set my alerts and then go from there. So let's go ahead and start setting some alerts here. 278. Now, what's cool about Lucid is it has so much room to move. Even just some previous highs of where it was previously in February, that's 40% ROI if it goes up to those previous supports, previous resistance levels. So it is still below the EMA. Okay, it does have signs of an upward momentum, but we're probably not going to invest in this unless we start seeing some really big plays moving up. Okay, it's about to get to its first resistance level here at 278.9, so 290. So let's set our alert. Let's go it's at 277 right now. Let's go 275. It falls below that. And then if it goes above this resistance, 2815, then we will go from there. So I have a few alerts here, which is great, right? I mean, I could already be invested at a low point on Lucid. Looks like this is one of its lowest points since January of this year. So as you can see, it has this huge bounce back potentially, right? Now it could also just go back down. It could even crash. It can go down even lower. Because as you can see, this is just a downward trend. I would not recommend new investors trading on this, but this is kind of something that I've learned and acquired over the years trading. I like reversals. I like oversold companies that I believe are way undervalued and oversold, as you can see here. And with the potential ROI, I mean, even if it got to the EMA, that's 10% profit, 21% profit if it gets to the SMA. So that's $200 on $1,000. On $1,000, that's $200 profit. Say you invest only $100, that's $20. Make a quick $20 on $100. Not too shabby. Okay, JetBlue, still showing signs of upward momentum. That would be great. Now they're showing about a 6, almost 7% return if it can get back up to previous highs. Now it does have this first resistance level at 723 to try to break past. It hasn't had any luck yet. That's about a 3.5% return if it goes up and breaks back down on this resistance level. So we will see what happens with this one. Sound's looking good. You know, I'm really excited about Sound today. There's hopefully some potentially good news, and that just this tiny little swing here, guys, has a 16, almost 17% return on your investment. So this one is definitely one we are going to be watching today like a hawk. It's staying above that EMA. We're going to go ahead and set an alert for some of these areas. I'm going to go 906. It falls below it. And then 920 is another strong area, psychological number there. Okay. So I'm excited about Sound AI. If we can pull a quick even, 3%, that's not too bad. 3% is really not too bad. But on the bigger picture, it has a potential to go so much more. I mean, look at that. That little line was just a fraction. We're going to want to be very careful, but Sound is a possibility today. SoFi. Look at this. Downward trend, right? Potential reversal, though, for the upside. Even if it was able to get back to this previous resistance here, that's 4%. To the EMA, 6%. 775 is another psychological number. That's about 9% profit. And then if we can get to the SMA line, that's a 13% profit. So there are 3 really good setups here. One not so good. I would say JetBlue probably is not the best setup right now. And then again, it may be the better one, right? JetBlue does have the potential to go up about 8%. Rivian's another one. Oversold. Very oversold. It's getting a little bit away from that SMA line, so it's going to want to come back just slightly. But it had this huge resistance here on March 8th, which is about 9%. That's still 10% to that first resistance level and 20% on the next resistance level close to that SMA line. So I really believe some of these are going to be really good setups. We're just waiting. We're really just waiting for that confirmation. There's some good plays here. And the thing about it, guys, is it's a lot of waiting, a lot of sitting on your hands. 12% to the EMA on Mara, 17% to the SMA on Mara also. So market opens in 3.5 minutes. Well, pre-market anyways, right? Pre-market, official pre-market is 3.5 minutes. Palantir, they're looking really good. They just crossed over their EMA. So as you can see here, watch. It was bouncing right off of this. Now it's passing the EMA, which can show a sign. Look at the super trend. Sign, a huge indication that this is going to be moving up. So this is probably going to be a good one here. 5% to get to that SMA line. Possible bounce. But again, it may just simply go down. Now look, we are getting some action here on the pre-market for Apple, which is just great. A lot of movement there. Tesla is up 5%. Look at this gap, guys. We missed the gap up. If you would have invested in this company over the weekend, you would already be up 6%. At $60 on $1,000, you know, that's not a lot, but you didn't do anything. You just held some money in this company. And you can sell and have $60 this morning if you were to hold it. Look at that red candle on AMD. Guys, we haven't even gone over the Qs. The Qs. This is my favorite. My favorite companies here are the Qs. And if you guys want to call out a stock, go for it. Call out a stock, and we'll do a review on it. Call out a stock. All right, the Qs up 1.25 point. Not bad. Potential to grow, potential to run. It's down below the EMA. It just bounced off that SMA line. Blew through the first resistance level, so we're not even going to use these as resistance levels anymore. past this resistant level here. Now we're going to see if it can hold this new resistant or old resistant levels become new support levels. But check this out. TQQ is up 3.5% today alone, with potential, if the markets stay right, about a 7% return on TQQ. Now, TQQ is going to be one of the ones that I would personally recommend for investors. Now, I'll never tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. All I can do is show you what I'm doing to beat the stock market. With that said, I strongly believe that this company is always moving up, right? It's moving up. Now, it does have a slight decay, so don't hold it too long. But if you can get down when it touches this SMA and bounces up, sell, breaks back down to this SMA, bounces up, sell, then you can make some serious money here. Now, I just bounced off this SMA line. It's already up 6% with the possibility of going up to previous highs of 10% and even crossing past to roughly about 12%. So TQQ is definitely another company that we'll be looking at. Now, the inverse of TQQ is SQQ, and right now it's becoming a bit oversold. Might have a little bit more room to go down about 3%, which is a great opportunity. It's kind of in the middle. Now, it doesn't mean it has to. It could just go back up, and that is why we're waiting to see what happens when the market opens. JNUG, they're showing some good upward momentum here, but I'm not too worried about JNUG right now. And then JDST is the inverse of that. So it's showing signs of extremely oversold and possibly can go up and break these new highs. So my alerts are going off now. JDST is going down, which is okay because you can get that for a discount. JNUG is going up. All right, we're officially in pre-market, actual pre-market here. Fantastic, here we go. Sound. See the sell-off right here? Now it may want to push back up. Just gonna wait and see what happens. Oh yeah, look at it. Wants to go up. Lucid, huge sell-off here at market open. All right, officially in the open here. And guys, I apologize. I said that backwards. My time zones are weird. Eastern time is 9:30. Local time right now is 7:30. The market officially opens at 9:30 Eastern time. So I think I'm just going to start going off of that, 9:30 Eastern time. So we are officially open. We are not in pre-market anymore, which is great. I will be trading 30 minutes pre-market, 30 minutes after hours on the live every Monday if you guys want to get involved. So look at this huge correction here on Lucid. Now, if it gets down to 266 and it shows a bounce, I mean, that's a 5% potential if it goes from there to there. Sound selling off, JetBlue selling off. This is exactly why we don't get in before pre-market, because it could just be devastating on your account. Look at Rivian. Woohoo! Some good buy opportunities though coming in. Good. There you went all the way down to 1790 and bounced back up almost with a quickness. So that's already a 2% gainer on that if you would have caught that real quick. Mara not looking too good here. They're wanting to go up. And then these guys are going up, so I'm pretty sure the Qs are as well. Yep, 4% on the Q. Missed it though. And that's okay. Almost 1% here. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. SQQs are selling off. Gold. How's gold looking? JNUG. JNUG's looking for that little bit of support here on that SMA line. But they're below the EMA line, so it could technically mean a sell-off. Whereas JDST just passed their SMA line. Someone just bought 10,000 shares of it at 563. So they are thinking it's going to be going up as well. And it did. Does have potential to go up. It is a bit overbought. This would have been a good opportunity to buy down at the 557 level. Okay, so we got some pullback, which is okay. Pullbacks maybe down to that EMA level and then go up. Now TQQ is a triple ETF, triple leveraged ETF for QQQ. So as QQQ goes up, triple Q goes up as well. Lucid may have found a new support at this level, about 268. Huge sell-off. On the 4-hour, still looking okay. But it's below the EMA and the SMA, so we need to get confirmation first for that one. JetBlue down. Soundhound, they're trying to. Like 846 might be its new new support level. 846. Okay, if we get filled at 10 shares at 874, let's go up. Oh, we already got filled. So we got filled 10 shares at 874. There we go. You guys see that? Can you guys see that right there? Yeah, perfect. We got 10 shares at 874. We're going to watch this go up. It is showing strong signs that it is going up. That may go back down just slightly. All right, sound. And we are going to be trading this off of some technically good news today, so we'll see what happens. If it goes below, we'll cut our losses, but nothing too crazy here, guys. It's only 10 shares just for you guys. I'm not seeing really any good. I've seen some good setups. Well, look, sound's down 2%. Has potential to go down more. Some other companies I could have got into would have been like Hood. I just don't like that one. Rivian, they're just going down. Mara, I mean, maybe. Not much is happening there. Palantir, staying above that SMA. That's great. That's great. I may have jumped the gun a little bit on sound. That's okay. And Lucid, look, Lucid would have been a good one. They just passed. So Lucid's already moving. Lucid's already moved 2%. Not too bad. Sound still wanting to go up. There we go. Nice little push up. Lucid. See, it's going back down again. How's the Qs doing? Qs are looking good. Yep, nice strong support still. Nice little buy range here. Probably should have just traded the Qs this morning. It's only about a 1% though on $60. Whereas Sound potentially could have been 8% real quick. And where I bought in at the 874 would have been about 5%. 5% would have been like, I don't know, I think like $5. Something like that, close to $5. Oh, there we go. Average price. Q. It's maybe just a little bit choppy here. And again, this is way below the EMA and the SMA. See what happens here. Got a nice little sell-off. Oh yeah. Let's see if it bounces back up. There it goes. So put a sell in at 893, 898. Okay. So we do have a limit order. 874, we bought to 898. That would be 24 cents, almost a quarter per share. 10 shares, that's like $2.50 if it gets back up to this previous SMA EMA. Now, it may or may not. Again, this is why we're watching it. And yeah, having a lot of fun with you guys today. Showing you some of the basics, the very basics and fundamentals in this very first live stream episode. I want to show you areas where you can improve, areas where I can improve as well. And as time goes on, we're going to increase the share amount, we're going to increase our position size, and everything as time goes on. But again, don't ever go all in. Like I could have bought 1,000 shares at $8. You know, I could have bought more than that. But for the sake of the video, educational purposes, we are not going to be doing that today. And I'm still trying to learn too, like I do really well trading by myself, but now trying to share that information with you, watch my charts, and then explain what I'm doing is definitely going to be its own challenge in itself. Definitely a skill, an art for sure. So in order to do this, I give it up for everyone who can. And with practice will come better opportunities. And with practice will come better understanding as well. What's some other good ones here? Oh, hello, Lavon. Can you check Neo? Yeah, I could check a Neo real quick. Neo Inc. Ooh, Neo Inc. just blew past their SMA line, which could show signs of a reversal. Okay. Let's look at the 4-hour. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, so it's definitely have a descending trend. Wow, look at this overbought level. Good call out here. Good call out on this, Levon. Thank you. Thank you. Look at this. From lows to highs, 30%. 30%. And if you didn't sell then, you'd still be at about 17%. Wow. Okay. So we have our two lines here. There's our resistance. This is our support on the 4-hour. You see how I drew that pretty much on this one candle? And we can go down to here, up to there. And now let's look at the 1 minute. Yep. So this is showing signs of a sell-off. Okay, now there may be a potential reversal, but it's really oversold right now. But that could be a good opportunity here at about 3% on the day, potentially on Neo. Good call out. I'm actually going to set a couple alerts. If it breaks past that 560, or if it breaks above that EMA, let's do more of a psychological factor at the 575. Okay, we'll see what happens with this. Good call out. Thank you. Actually going to be adding this to the list. Neo. All right. Neo. If you guys would like any more information on any of this, actually, on how to set up your watch list, how to set up your trading charts, stuff like that, definitely leave a comment. How's sound doing? This would have been a great entry point down here. Even down here at the 865, 860, 852 level, we could have already locked in quite a bit of profit here. That's why I only went with 10 shares. It's only $87, not a heck of a lot. $100 shares would be like $80. 1,000 shares would be $800. Is that right? No, 10 is 80. 100 shares would be 800. 1,000 shares would be 8,000. So not too shabby. Yeah, Neo. I feel like Neo. Yeah, Neo's still down here. 561 might be its new support level. Oh, looks like it's still selling off. Okay, Lucid. What's Lucid doing? Lucid's also selling off. 266. Way underneath the EMA line, so that's not anything that we want to watch. As you can see, a lot of these are red because they're still offering good buy opportunities. Now this is going to crash a little more. That way we can buy more. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm going to check another community. Make sure we're still doing good. Check my live stream and stuff like that. Got 12 minutes before the video ends, so I appreciate you guys watching, spending a part of your day with me here. Hello, hello, welcome to the live stream. Palantir, Apple's doing great, which means TQQs should be doing good as well. Okay, not too bad. slight pull off. Now with TQQ, guys, whoever's trading and watching TQQ, it is possible it bounces off of here, right? As it did before, and it went up 1 3/4%. Now, if it bounces off of here, it has the potential to go up another 1 3/4%, right? We're about 60.91. So we'll see what happens. Now, it doesn't have to touch all the way at this EMA. It looks like it's already kind of wanting to bounce. SQQ, and they're trailing off the QQQ. So QQQ is extremely high up right now, which is great. They did just pass this recent resistance level, which now creates a new support level. Okay, a little bit of a sell-off, which means SQQ is going to be going up now. They found a point of support here, and a point of resistance right here, even on the daily. Okay, and that's how you set up support and resistance lines. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining today. So there's some potential there on SQQ if the market stays selling off. About 2% on the day, 1.5% on the day. Doesn't mean it has to. It's below the EMA line. Okay, what's TQQ doing? Slight pullback. Now, if it stays above the EMA, then it's just going to bounce back up, which is what we want anyways. Gold. What's gold doing this morning? Gold is selling off. Yep. Bears are in favor right now on gold. NEO. Finding this support level here in the 560 area. It really has to break these EMA and SMA for it to really help do anything. Where are we at on sound? Not much. I'm gonna check on another investment here. Live. Right. So this is all for educational purposes only. I'll never ask you to buy, hold, or sell anything. All I can do is show you what I'm doing to beat the stock market this year. I normally trade with $30,000. Today we're taking a step back and doing some educational learning, educational videos for you guys. Simple strategies that anyone can do. And again, we're not using a lot of money, guys. Look, we're at $87 in total cost for a potential to make $2.50, $3, potentially I think $5. Now, when you put that into perspective, okay, even down here, some of our subscribers were able to get down at a low point. Even 5 or 6% on the day, guys, is amazing. Even 1% on the day is amazing. Look at this pull up. Yes, it is going up now. We are up almost 2%. And if it can get to our sell price of $8.98, I'll be happy. Okay. That means we'll lock in roughly 2% profit. And I may even just extend this up even more. Let's stick to the plan. Okay? Because it may just go back down. And that's okay. But if you can get 2% a day, even on a small account, that's 10% in a week, guys, with 2% runs like this. And it's not a lot. That's the whole point of this educational video, is to showcase to you that, you know, you don't have to make 20, 30, 40% in a single day and find these giant runners up. You can simply make 2 to 5%, 2 to 3% a day, which will give you 10 to 15% a week. My goal is 10% a week. 10% a week, 40% a month. So that way, every 2 months, you basically double your account. A little more than 2 months, but you double your account. So if you have a $1,000 account, you double it almost to $4,000. If you have a $100 account, well, 40% of 100 is $40 extra for that week. By the end of the second week, you'll be at, you know, another 40. That's 80, say $90 with a bit of that extra, and you would actually be at $200. So you can very easily double your account. Look at that. We just hit 2% or $2. Now, why am I excited? I'm excited and I'm pumped for you guys because I want to showcase to you the oversold areas. Okay, we just went through an oversold period on the MACD and on the RSI. Right now, you guys can see this. Okay, and so we decided to buy. I bought way too high up, way too high up. I should have bought down here when we seen this first candle. But that's okay. I wanted confirmation. And there we go. Your order to sell 10 shares of Sun has been filled. It got all the way up to our fill price. And we were able to lock in a little over 2% profit on this trade. Now, it is still going up. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. I'm not worried about what it's going to be doing anymore. Now, you could have did two things. Okay. We could have raised this limit up and went totally against what our trading plan was. My trading plan was 2% or 25 cents per share, okay? We had a buy order or a buy limit, and then we had our sell limit. And look at it. It's struggling right now to even stay above or get above 9. This is a psychological number. This is a psychological support area. And honestly, I should have probably drew my line right there. Okay. And it could still go up. Guys, you're probably like, whoa, you sold way too early. And I may have sold too early. This company does have the potential to go up way more than just a little couple percent points. Okay, it has the potential to go up 20%. 20%, guys, it still has the potential to go up. But I'm not necessarily looking at the bigger picture as a day trader, okay? I could easily put 30 grand in here. It goes up 20%. Great. You know, I made some money, like 6 grand. Might take a week, might take a month, and it might not happen at all, okay? Being a day trader, you have to be very cautious with your money. And I don't like to hold companies overnight. Unless there's some really fantastic news, but you have no control. If you hold it over the weekend or overnight, you have no control if it goes south for you to be able to sell it. Now, I shouldn't even sold all 10 shares. Maybe I should have waited and just sold on my one. Or sold 9 of them. And also, guys, you want to make sure that you're picking and choosing which plays you want, because if you're under $25,000, you only have 3 day trades a week. That's it, just 3 day trades. So you want to really pick and choose what is going to be your best setup for that week. Now, you could also have multiple accounts. When I run out of my day trades on here, when I was first getting started and I was under that 25,000, I would go to Robinhood and use those 3 day trades. I'd go to MooMoo and use those 3 day trades. And so then I'd get 9 day trades all under that $25,000 PDT rule. Now, MooMoo has a couple $100 in it. Robinhood now has over $3,000 in it for our small public trading account challenge that we started with just a couple $100. And again, doing this strategy of 2% a day is able to build all these accounts up simultaneously. And then, of course, with WeBull, we have over $30,000 in this account, which now I graciously and humbly pay myself out at the end of every month. Well, I was doing every week, but I think I'm going to go every month now. It gives me a little bit more money to play with. I'm not constantly resetting my account back to 30 grand. I can, build it up for the whole month and then take out my monthly. And then it also helps with just, taxes, expenses, stuff like that. So here's a great example, guys. This is what I'm going to leave you with today. Okay, we're almost at 8 o'clock. It's selling off again. So what if I would have moved my sell limit order up? Like, oh man, this thing can go up. Johnny said it can go up another 20%. I'm going to double down. I'm going to put more in. And no, that's wrong. It never even reached $9. It got up to $8.99 and it started dropping. Now look at this. It found another support area. Would you imagine that? An old resistance level becomes a new support level, and now it's wanting to bounce off that support. Doesn't mean it has to. It's going to go down. But same thing with the resistance. The resistance level acts as a ceiling. When you put your hands up, right now, if you put your hands up in the air and your fingers would hit the ceiling and you would bring them back down because it hurt. Ow, my fingers, you know? You're gonna jam your fingers if you hit the ceiling. That is what the resistance is. The resistance is the ceiling. Sometimes it can break through the ceiling, which will give an indication of upward momentum and strong buying pressure. But if it hits this ceiling, this resistance level, it's going to crash back down because it hurts. It's hurting, which creates a lot of sell pressure. And now if there's sell pressure, it's going to go down. Now there is a support area here, possible support area here. As you can see on the MACD, it has its first little red bar and it's showing signs of being oversold again. So again, if I would have put we're just going to make this as our pretend sell. Let's see, let's go yellow. So let's just pretend this is where we were, okay? I set it for here at $9, or I think it was $8.99. Okay, no, I think it did go up to $9. Sold it. No, I was right underneath, $8.99. Sold, okay? Right before it dipped. Now, why did I do that? Because I identified the SMA as a resistance level, and I wasn't willing to say, okay, it might break up. I'm gonna set this up here because I know it's gonna get up there. But you don't know, okay? That's gambling. At that point, you're gambling with your money. So be very, very honest with yourself and know that, hey, 2%'s okay. We locked in 2% because there was never another opportunity to sell again at any price point from where we were. It actually is now down past the area where we bought at. Okay, here we go again. Now it may show a sign of reversal and go back up, and you might be able to lock in another 2% or 5% possibly. Should we try again? Probably not, because it's already an hour into this video. But if you guys enjoyed this and you find value in what I'm showing you, definitely smash the subscribe button and that like button, because I will be doing this a lot more often. Mondays will be our free live trading session to everyone publicly, and moving forward, Tuesdays through Friday will be memberships only. So right now you can get in for $3, $2.99. It's the lowest membership right now that you can possibly get in per month. That will be increasing in April to probably $5 a month per membership, and that's probably where we will have it stand, about $5. So right now for this month, get in with $3. It helps the channel out a lot and gives me the inspiration that this is showing value to you. Okay, if you guys missed it, you're just tuning in, go back about 15 20 minutes or so. I do show us on an actual day trade here, bought 10 shares at this level, sold 10 shares at that level, made 2.5% profit live on this video. Again, more to come. This is just the very first live day trading session on a Monday where we actually caught some profits. Now, we're not always going to catch profits. I will also showcase my losses when they happen, but we try to keep those losses to an extreme minimum. And when that time comes, I can show you exactly what to do when that situation comes about. Do you cut stop losses? How do you deal with losses? Don't wait too long to cut your losses, because then it starts eating into your profits. If it would have dipped here and never got up to the area I wanted, I may have cut my losses at break even. Because right now it's not showing any signs of recovery. So we were able to ride this little tiny candle, make about 2%, even though we could have made about 3%. That's okay. I'm happy with 2%. So thanks for joining. We'll see you in the next live trading session. I will be going live tomorrow morning, so if you guys want to catch that live stream, you need to be a member of our YouTube channel. Thank you guys. I appreciate your time. And remember, investing can be easy if you have a solid plan and experience in knowing what you're doing. Thanks for watching.